Hello, hello, good afternoon, guys. It is roughly 6:58. It is a lovely July 8th of the year 2025, and today we'll be playing The Blueprints. Now, if I remember right, last time I left off on day 8, it was, let's see, I think we were messing around with the dark room. We had figured out that there were pictures in there that we really couldn't look at without the magnifying glass, which we just didn't have at the time. And that is a pretty big bummer. So this time, we're going to figure out the code that is very clearly in one of those pictures. As always, if there's another game you guys want me to play, or if there is something that you particularly find interesting, please let me know in the chat. My controller working? There we go. And you know what? Since we just started, and it's either I do it in an hour or I do it right now, I am going to quickly use the bathroom, and then we're ready to start. So, I shall be back in one moment. Give me just a sec. Okay, I have returned. Sorry about that. Normally, I get myself situated before I start the stream. However, this time, I'm honestly just kind of tired today. That's why we're going to end up playing some Blueprints. We'll change it up if people want to change it up, but otherwise, we're going to have a nice, relaxing, chill stream. Maybe we figure out a few of the mysteries behind this game. That's the real hope. Sorry, forgive me, I'm just making sure everything is on the up and up. Pick up that controller again. Is everything actually running properly? Because for some reason my Twitch just doesn't want to open for me. Usually I try to keep it up on the side just to make sure that I, have like an understanding of how the stream's looking, and OBS is a little small for me, so I want to make sure like it doesn't look too bad. There we go. Twitch is taking a little bit of time to boot, but that is okay. There we go. Okay. There we go. Okay. Oh, well, also, I should probably mute the stream so that way. There. Alright, with that, it's 3 minutes after. We're gonna start, and let's get back into day 8. Personally, I'm hoping to finally figure out what is in those pictures. It was so interesting last time I saw it. Alright, starting back in day 8. Alright, I'm a big fan of going left. We're gonna go to the left, see what we can find. Alright, the den. That's a good start. Get me a Jemmy. We're gonna open this up. Bedroom's also ooh, bedroom and pantry are both great here. I think I'll take the pantry though, get us some coins since we don't have any. Gonna snack on that apple. It's gonna give us 2 steps back. And now we'll put the corridor here. I don't really want to walk. I mean, I guess we could also put the commissary here. You know what? Let's take a chance. We're gonna try the commissary. I don't like burning my gems so quick, but let's see what they got. We got salt shaker. We got gem for 3 coins. We got the shovel and a key for 10 coins. Yikes. Okay, that's a little pricey, don't they think? Hey, this is a good room, though. We'll go to the parlor room. It'll open up and let us keep going. Now, I'm a really fan of the parlor game. Honestly, it is not too tricky once you get the base rules. Ooh, an apple. Again, another 2 steps. Sick. So there'll always be 1 box with only true statements, at least 1 box with only false statements, and only 1 box as a prize. The other 2 are always empty. Now let's take a look at these. The gems are in a box with a statement containing the letter U. Now, quick examination. If this is true, it's not in that box. The blue box is true. Now, technically, it says it would be with a U, so this could be the box. And the gems are in a box with a statement containing the letter B. Okay. So one of them has to be true. And so if this was true, then everything this says is true. So the gems are in a box with a statement containing the letter B. This one contains the letter B. This one. And this one. So no matter what, it's going to be true for this. Which means that's actually telling the truth. Which means this has to be lying. So the gems can't be in a box with the letter U. It's not in there. Which means it's in the blue box. We're going to try the blue box, see if we're correct. If we're wrong, oof. But we got it right. So we got to keep going. We got some gems. We're going to just peek around the room, make sure we're not missing anything. And let's keep going. Ooh. Passageway. Passageway is very good. It opens up every room. But hallway isn't too bad either, really. 2 gems. We'll try it. We'll try the passageway. Give us the most options forward. Really hope none of these end up being locked. The terrace. The terrace looks really good. I haven't gotten a green room yet that really required gems. But also, I have seen different things in here before. I've even seen, maybe mixing up with the patio, but I've seen like piles of dirt. We're going to go in here, check. We're okay with the nook. Now, before we open there, let's just see what's over in this room. Ooh, the secret passage. Or I could get the hallway and make it real easy to come from the entrance room again. I think safety? I think I'm going to go with hallway. I really want to see what's in the dark room. That's my biggest goal. We're going to come to the Nook, grab this key, open that door, but first we're going to look around, make sure we get everything. We don't really know what they're talking about when talking about a noteworthy journal. I suppose maybe beyond just straight up the books having important clues on them. The garage! Ooh, okay. But I need the breaker box at some point for the dark room. You know, but I have not gotten a chance to open the car either. I want it. I want the car so bad. So we're gonna grab the keys hanging there. None of these are like little chests, right? Most times the chests are a particular size. Christoph, this is the third time this month that you... Wait, this is the third time this month you and the car have been gone when your services are required. I think I read this before. Your absences must be accounted for. And who's that mad? Miss Babbage. All right. Miss Babbage does not seem pleasant. Seems kind of frustrated with the driver, man. Now, is there anything of note? Can I see anything in the car? Or alternatively, can I grab, like, the gas can, fill up the car? Alright, I'm definitely not going to be able to see anything particular about it. Hey, can I grab the ladder? No. Actually, you know what? Another thing is... Hello? Mrs. Babbage? What if I did ring it several times? Hello, hello, housekeeping. Housekeeping. Alright, we're not seeing anything too much. You know, we don't really look up. Let's look up a little. Alright, I don't think we're missing anything. At least not unless we can grab the hose. Beautiful. Alright, let's go back. So now, gonna go to here, and then to the hallway, where we can keep exploring. We'll have to fix the left side of the map later, but for now, we continue. Huh. Both closet and utility room is just great here. I mean, it might not seem like it because it blocks off it from the entrance side, but I can always just come back this far away from further in. Or, you know what? I don't have any items, though. Let's see what items I would really benefit from the car keys here. Unfortunately, though, it seems like I might have only gotten, you know, base items, like just that gem and key. I don't really know if, like, let's say it'll hide more items in here that it won't tell you about. Because I found, like, actual items here before. But so far, it seems like it's not it. Doors in the west wing are more likely to be locked. That is total lie. In reality, it's less likely to be locked because anything written in red is a lie. Okay, we are boned. That's not good. I mean, I guess we really need the secret passage now. Can the secret passage even open us a way forward? I don't think it can, but maybe we can draw the room to find the car keys. Forget where they were when I initially found them. So for now, we're just spelunking. Take the gymnasium because honest, it's not really gonna matter. Wait, are you? That definitely looks like it would be a chest. I'm really curious as to like what this picture necessarily represents. I mean, I assume that's the book writer's mom, but They wouldn't just leave these pictures around for nothing, right? Surely it's a clue. Drawing room. You can't crouch, right? No. Wouldn't it be neat if I could crouch? Try to find out a little play there. Oh, I don't know if we actually posted if we went live, but might as well do that 15 minutes later. Nope, I'm dying. Alright. Dang, let me move that back. Alright, let's keep drawing rooms. Alright, the Boudier is where we're going to go next, or maybe the Boudier. Yet another thing I would absolutely appreciate the magnifying glass for, but I think we're cooked on this one. Are you joking me? I've been in this room how many times now and not seen this? Especially since that's the same safe, huh? Alright. Good to know. Since we're already screwed... Oh, we literally can't grab that one. Draft the storeroom, man. If we gotta draft some, let's draft some at least. And now... I'm gonna peek around. I've definitely noticed more looties in here before, too. And there is also a little note. I mean, maybe it's artistic, but that floorboard very clearly looks different. At least, I don't know. I've played too many puzzle games to not immediately catch on to the slightest floorboard. I'm a very big aficionado of puzzles. Alright, back to the Boudier and into the drawing room. And... oh, I see. From here, I think we just, like, we're cooked. I mean, I don't see a way forward. So, just gonna make sure as we walk around here that we don't see a pair of car keys, because we are going to have a quick reset day. Call it a day. We're gonna try that again. But now we know more. Now we have an idea of what else we want to do. We want to check out the car. We want to check out the dark room. We want to check out the, wait, crap. How many days did I have to do this? Crap. If anyone's watching, do you guys remember how many days it gives me? Am I on a time crunch? I hope not. Otherwise, we're in a little jeopardy. Alright. Spare room. Easy, simple room to start. Nothing in here. And I love me a parlor. We're going to speed run this, grab the key, turn around. What are the boxes? A box next to this box is true. Both boxes next to this box contain gems. That is a categorical lie. A box to this, next to this box contains gems. Both of you are categorical friggin' liars. That's telling the truth. I'm going with dissing. Ain't no cap. Okay, so like, there's no shot this is true, because it outright said both boxes next to it contain gems. That's never happened. It's outright written in the rules. It can't happen. So, really easy parlor game there. And now, ooh. Whoever's watching, if you want to chime in, what do you think? Do you think the nursery or the closet? Of course, don't feel pressure. But I'm a little torn here. Closet will give me 5 each time, and it's only 1 gem. I have that, but like, closet's 2 items. It could be anything. I think we're a greedy individual. Let's go closet. That's an item. So that'll let me draft a new floor plan, which is actually very, very handy right about now. I don't know how many times I can use it, but we'll see. But for now, we gotta turn right back around and go to the main hallway. It's gonna burn a couple of our steps off, but that's fine. Definitely, we're gonna go to the den. It opens up the middle much better than any of those other rooms did. We're gonna open the right. Okay, I like both of those rooms. I really like both of these rooms, actually, but... Alright, we'll put corridor. I don't want to take, like, any chance that I can't make it to this room. And I think I just get the code check and keep walking. Because that key kind of makes sure that if I end up screwing myself, I find a way forward. Yeah, we're taking that key. Items placed earlier, definitely worth it. So we're going to claim the key back, and I wonder if we could... We literally could check it back, but like, I can't possibly understand why that would be worth it. Still, we're going to make sure, you know, walking past all these candelabrums, that there are not a single item we can pick up. There isn't. That's just perfect for me, because now... The den, doesn't it have more than just like... Maybe I'm wrong. I think maybe it just has 1 gem. I don't have any money yet, so... Chapel. Observatory. Gotta love drafting this room. Gotta love moving the telescope when you don't even need to, too. The slice, baby! Alright. Surely the car matters. Wait a minute. I saw a paintbrush earlier with like drawing on a globe, right? Like not today, but like last stream. I thought I remember this. I'm gonna hope I don't though, because that's a ridiculous amount of it's gonna be a lot of thinking required to figure that one out. You are more likely to draw green rooms when drafting. Does this screw me? Because I really want it. I really want it. I'm gonna take it. Yo, this is where the broken lever goes! Ah, crap, I found that before. Wait. I know I found another song. Ooh, shovel! Shovel's a good item. Help us dig. Let's see if we find anything in here. Ooh, an oversized turnip. We're gonna gain our movement speed back a little bit. Actually, a good chunk at that. Most times it's like 2 or 3 or 5, but 6? That's really good. Honestly, these flowers are pretty, but that is a gem flower. Well, no wonder Herbert's rich. I mean, if the dude managed to make some gems, yeah, man's got some pockets, huh? So now we gotta go straight out. Am I gonna, did I get a coin? No, cool. Alright, so we're gonna go straight out this way. Aquarium is every color of room. I've not seen it. I'm hecka curious, but it will botch us. We... Oh. That's awful, man. Do you see this? I have to take the pantry. Despite... You see these rooms? They're just placed so terribly. That's unfortunate for us, because those were really good rooms. I guess we'll just continue on. Cloister! That's a lot of gems! Let's take a little ooh. Or. We can be risky. Actually, redraw the floor plan. I'm rolling the die on that. It gives us more options. Okay, we'll go this way because what I really wanted to pull... Well, actually, this will help. That wasn't the idea. But, hey... Ooh, another turnip. The real idea... Ooh, sledgehammer. Great room. The real idea was that if I find... I think it... Oh, it's another green room. It's the one that makes them not cost gems. That one would be huge. However, I'm also really big up on money. Last time when we found the pool, we actually drained it and could even be better. So, not good for us. We have to open that, which burns our gems. And that's literally the room we were just talking about. It's the terrace, but huge. Get a gem from this. We're going to look around, make sure just no dirt, no random things. And we're honestly really hoping, like, maybe chests, too. We would be real happy to find a chest or two. After all, sledgehammer will just break the pad right off it. Aquarium! Ooh, but we've only found the laboratory, like, once. You know what? But we've never found the aquarium. Guys, we're gonna search there first. So, let's open this room up. Guest room, storeroom, or the dining room. Now, if I remember, it goes by, like, where you are. So, I don't exactly want that. I think the storeroom might be our best bet here. And again, like, for example, that's a whole different painting than last time. Yet, despite this, the picture is still here, unchanged. It's cute as hell, I'll admit, but, like, I just don't get what is it cluing me into. Bluebird. Bluebird. Swimbird. Swimming bird! It's in a swimming costume! You guys just... You just watched an epiphany happen for me. That was actually 2 IQ points slamming together, adding up, and yet finding a third. Holy crap. Okay. That changes a lot for us. So, now we know the book we really need to know of is Swimbird. That's in the library. We can pull it the next time we draw the library, because I already looked into it. And now... Well, that's interesting. That's definitely a bedroom. It's an office. That can be drained. Broken lever! Okay, so we're finding a lot of stuff this time. And drawing room here, I actually think is like vital. Give us a better chance up there. Cloister! This just opened up like the whole right side if we take it. I think we take it. 3 gems for this room. And now we want to just go back to the greenhouse. Greenhouse is a little bit of a trek, but like we really want to try that out, right? But I'll have to go this way around. We're so down to lose 2 gold just to check. One of the doors to the antechamber is opened! That's a major development. We haven't even gotten to a point there. Oh, but you can also close it. Why? Like, is there a point to me doing that? So, but there's also a door to the back as well. It had the mother's necklace on it. So this is going to require me figuring out the mom's clues as well. I'm not going to lie, I've been delaying playing the game just for stream, and it's been pain. Because now I know. I think I saw page 8 of this. Are you joking? Is there 8 pages of a song? I don't even know what I'm supposed to do with it. Trees found inside will never shade. The gems that shine in night and rain. The gems that shine in night and rain. They shine? The clue you hold cannot be paid. With gems, no coins, so toss away. Throw the coins and gems away. Where? Is there a well outside? Because, like, I tried getting in the garden, but there's a padlock on the gate. I can't get in. So maybe there's a well in there. And if I throw things into it, maybe something happens. Also, I've wondered because, one, this has had like a little key thing, and there's a clock in the other room. Never mind, it's this room that the clock is in. The clocks do kind of match, don't they? They don't kind of, they absolutely do. What? Okay, why does time matter? 10:11 surely matters here. Or not 10:11, 10:55 and climbing now. The clocks certainly matter for something. I'm gonna wait till 12 noon. I just want for the better part to see if it dings, if it ticks, if anything happens. Wait, noon? Fucking not for another few hours. Yeah, not a chance. Maybe it tracks real time? No. No, no, no. Alright, let's just keep going then. After all, if we're confused, no need to confuse ourselves even further. We'll just explore. Exploration time. Cloister it is. You definitely can walk in there if there are dirt piles, so I'm gonna have to wonder what the hell's going on here. Alternatively, you look like, I don't know, like a fairy king. Are you Oberon? Oberon, the Fairy King? Alright, so are both you locked? No! That will help me figure this one out because we're going to use this key. Wine cellar! Because one, like, that also has to stand for something. Because I think M is 1,000, right? Like a millennia. So 1,213. 1213. But I don't know what, like, that code would even be to. Like, beyond just a remarkable guess. Alright, drawing room. Definitely something about this. So he had sat right there. Exactly like so. So, let's take a peek. And now, yeah, we'll use a normal key because we can re-roll. I want, like, practically every single one of those rooms out. That's not cool. We'll go with the security room, despite the fact how bad I want the dark room. We shall live. Alright, so open this one. West Wing hallway. And then I think freaking garage, right? Like, we are so upset with not getting garage there that, like, if we see it again, we're just pulling that and whatever else we really can. June 15th, 1983, Lady Claire Epsom, ba-da-da-da-da, the floor plans have not... Wait. While the floor plans associated with this wing have not been removed from the pool. So, the locker room and those plans? Alright. To keep going, we, like, kind of have to have it be patio, despite not really wanting patio. Buried below. This is... Oh, this is the room I found where I initially discovered the shovel. A lot of places to dig. But nothing of interest, sadly. Alright. Yep. We figured it might happen here, so special key this time. And like... Scheisse. I mean... Alright, let's think. I can open that room and suddenly I have 10 steps. I gotta open every door without losing a step. I'm not gonna be able to actually accomplish it this time. You know what? No, let's not talk like that. We're gonna play risky. I was going to pick that, but let's play like this. So now if anything gets shuttled around... Also, code 9083, which is a lie. And if there's... I didn't calculate that one. I didn't think about that door being locked. Well, you know what? We do have the boudoir, right? No, we don't. It's alright. We can call it a day here. We learned a little bit more. We've learned a little bit more. Every time it's a roguelike. We're going to learn a bit more and a little bit more and a little bit more. This time it was a garden villa. Okay, let's see. We are going to go back in. Bedroom, I guess? That's the necklace, exactly as we talked about. But I didn't notice till right now her earring is blurry, huh? Like, am I the only one noticing that? Of course, I could be wrong. But I think that genuinely might be something of import. But it's a little early on, we're just gonna keep walking. Screw it. We do need this, I suppose, whether we get it now. No different. We're going to turn the power on, flip all VAC indicators to green. Why? I don't know. And cabinet has a switch. We still haven't found. And frankly, I don't even know if we can like rip it off. Maybe nothing in the hat. Turn back around. Alright, the gems are in a box that is actually blue. The gems are in a box with the word blue on it. And this box is blank. Interesting. So these aren't necessarily... These can both be true. This is a confusing one, though. Let's check something. The rules change. There will always be at least one box which displays only true statements. There will always be at least one box which displays only false statements. Only one box. Only one of these are true, and only one of these are false. But since this is the only one with the word blue on it, and it's got to be this. Just has to. Holy, I got it wrong. So, if this is the one that's lying, and this is the truth. So, I'm not going to get these gems this time. That happens. So, the gems are in a box with the word blue on it. Oh, I didn't follow my logic further. If this is a lie, then this is true. But if this is true, then this is correct. That's nice. And I don't know what that compass is. Okay, that's actually pretty useful. I haven't seen that one yet. Alright. Hey, Elton here. That is a green bean. And that looks just like, I don't know, a mountain or maybe an outcropping of mushrooms. Darn, I was hoping I could try things like, you know, maybe I haven't tried before. But I'm not finding anything too much like that. A walk-in closet that, oh, I can't draw it though. Library for sure. And the Nook. Yo! Magnifying glass. Huge. This is the one we want to figure a lot of stuff out. Alright, first off, we want to look at the checkout card. We are the last one to check out the book. That is our name. We are Simon P. Jones. And I would go so far as to say that Simon in 85 is also me. Marion is, if I remember correctly, my grandmother. And my father... No. My grandfather is Herbert S. Sinclair. My great-grandmother, I believe, is Marion Marigold. Great-grandmother? No, none of that can be accurate. How can I have a great-grandmother when did she write it? She wrote it in 1985. That's not his great-grandmother. I'm forgetting some things. For sure. So... Let's, actually, though. No, I can't. There we go. I wanna really get in there. Nitty gritty. Anne Babbage, by the way. Anne Babbage. So that's the same Miss Babbage. Detective Bon Margle. Wait, who is Margle? I don't remember. And the original person who rented it is Herbert S. Sinclair, the son of Marion Marigold. I am a dare bird, a daring and brave bird, diving so deep, a ride on the wave bird. There is not a dare I would do. Was there a number? I'm not even reading right now. I'm like clue searching. I remember bold words being important. Maybe that song isn't a song, but it's a fill-in. I could just be grasping at straws, but like this game is so far really like making me enthused. But let's keep reading. There's not a dare I would not do. There is not a depth I would not dive to. However, my friends are not very open to the idea that I like the sky less than the ocean. Bird in the sky, not in the sea. That is what they say when looking at me. You are not sea bird, you are not swim bird. If you are friend bird, fly on the wind bird. And shouldn't you always listen to friends? For they know me best, or so they pretend. So I dare not dive, and I dare not swim, and I dare not step foot in the ocean again. And I dare not smile, and I dare not laugh, for they will do it for me and on my behalf. And I dare not dream, and I dare not speak, for maybe my friends won't like the real me. And will say goodbye to my dreams in the sea, and wonder why daring just feels like defeat. Yo, that's pretty freaking morbid, if I'm honest with you. Oof. And like, as much as I was kind of hoping like instant clues would jump to my head, it didn't. I'm left with more questions. What part of this should I really grasp? You know, Miss Peterson renting it 3 times, me renting it 3 times, Herbert Sinclair or Anne Babbage or Detective Bon Margle reading it once. Also, frankly, who's Detective Margle? I honest to goodness don't remember. But it does mean at least I've figured some little process out. I know the people who've rented it. I have not seen a servant's quarters yet. Also, not actually gotten the conference room so early. That's huge. The dark room is really the next like vital thing for me. Absolute maximum levels of vital. And also, gem requirement. Oh! I don't want to block the whole darn thing. So I'm going to redraw the floor plan. Oh, it is. Because otherwise I would freeze my accounts. Locked as well. I've never seen the mail room. How many rooms am I going to see right now that I've never once even heard of? Mailroom is where we're going. I would like to see it. This is for me. And this is from my father, who lives in 1806 Alice Drive, Fen Aries, 63022. And I live in Fen Aries as well, in the 63080 Mount Holly Estate. Hey buddy, how's it going up there in that big house? I think most people would be pretty scared being alone for this length of time, but I have a feeling you're doing just fine. I imagine you're happy as a clam, perfectly content on the estate with the exploration and opportunities for adventure that present themselves each day. As I'm writing this, you're currently in the garage packing the tent. I wanted to try to post this letter before we depart tomorrow, so that way as a chance to arrive during your first few days on the estate. But with all the preparations, I'm not sure that I'm going to find the time. There's so much I want to say, and I'm sure I'll forget to tell you Friday night. Sometimes it's easier for me to just jot this down. You're yelling at me right now to come bring you a pillowcase. Hold on a sec, I'll be right back. I can tell you're really excited, but I think you might feel guilty about being so happy the day after the funeral. Believe me, I know how long... It's Uncle Herbert, and the writer of the book is Herbert's mother, so it is my great aunt? I don't know who the mom of my uncle would be, so I'm assuming great aunt. I can tell you're really excited about it. Believe me, I know how long Uncle Herbert worked on setting this up for you, and I know from our conversation just how much happiness this final project brought him. So do us a favor. Or do us both a favor. Be excited. The house really is amazing. I know it's been almost 7 years since we were last up there, and I'm really curious to hear just how much you remember from those summer trips. You've always been smarter than me at this kind of thing, so I'm not sure how much guidance or inspiration I can offer before your trip that will actually be of any use to you. Despite my best intentions, I'm sure that on Friday I'll end up leaving you with a few of my overused cliche expressions when we say farewell. Later, alligator. Dad. P.S. Get some sleep each night and don't spend all your time each day playing Dirigiblocks. I wish I could play Dirigiblocks, actually, Dad. But 6789. What's that mean? SKR. And the grand realm of Fen Ares. In fog we are lost, in fire we are found. Alright, keep that also as a clue in the head. In fog we are lost, in fire we are found. More detailed instructions will be sent by electronic mail to the address client has provided, which is on the computer in the laboratory. So press any button above to activate blue. Press a blue indicator next to the red indicator to activate purple. 5 purple indicators are needed to activate the 6th. And then I assume you need to power 6 activated purples to do something. Any other mail for me? Because that, like, this room actually is giving me a fair bit of big clues. I was, like, wondering where the heck would be. It's because the VATS thing, I had no idea this whole time. And the letter. I don't know what that 6789 thing is, but SKR. SKR something. SKR. Whoa, I almost... Please return all correspondence and packages addressed to Denny Ravane to sender as he's no longer employed with our staff. Did they ever prove he was the one that stole the Baron's mail? He stole the Baron's mail. Who did? Denny Ravane. If anything arrives for Denny Ravane, we have to find and open that shit. That seems like it's really important. We'll have this shoot straight up. And then we're walk into this one. Bunk beds is what we got. So, the bananas are very helpful here. That'll give me 6 movement. Is an item. And the flashlight isn't neither. I kind of wish they put like a minigame on that. Like, I'm sure there's definitely like something I could do with it. Okay. Alright, Simon is my dad. Simon is my dad. Yeah, wait. Like, doesn't matter. But Herbie's my uncle. That's gotta mean then that... Okay, so Herbert's my uncle. That means the message I just got from the mailroom from Dad is from Simon Jones. That first Simon from '85. And then I read the book most recently. If you're just tuning in, we're cracking a few clues. We managed to find the mailroom here, and you know what? I'll peek in for you. So this is addressed from our dad, and so if it's directed to us, we are Simon P. Jones. So Dad has to be Simon something Jones. Because Herbie and Simon are also brothers. Keep calling him Herbie like the car, but it's all I can really think of when I think of Herbert. Okay, man, I'm getting more excited by the minute. Granted, we're going to have to go all the way back through here. We're going to lose a gold, but we can really do nothing about it. We only have one room forward that isn't locked. And we're honestly praying that this isn't locked, because I don't remember. Right, the dining room was... we could roll the room. Redraw. Let's redraw and see hope. That was technically worse for us, but okay, we at least know we get a key. We can at least continue. We'll lose a few steps, but it's fine. So this is a clue I got. I finally figured out this clue. I've been wondering the whole time what in the heck this cute blue bird was for. It's Swimbird. How do I not get a bird in a swimming outfit, which leads to the library, and you can check out the Swimbird book? But I am so confused with it. In fact, since we have to go that way, why don't I'll show you the book too. Whoever joined us, you joined us at a great time. So, the checkout card. Simon, I think, is Herbert S. Sinclair's brother. Is my dad. But then that means that the time between he wrote that and signed it out and the time that I read it is 8 years. That's not a long time. I'm a very, very young kid, if that's the case. Like, I can't be older than, like, I don't know, 15? Definitely not an adult yet. And I'm still so... So, Anne Babbage is the Mrs. Babbage we know. That makes sense. And I'm not going to lie, I forget who Miss Peterson is. Was that Herbert's teacher? And Detective Bon Margle, at this point, entirely clueless to this brain. So, don't know where to go with some of these clues, but other ones, we're definitely making a lot of headway. And this is the only room we can go into left. So we're going to really hope that this isn't going to be more locked rooms after. Did I get the utility closet? I did. Guys, I have been wanting to know this clue the whole time. As much as I really want to check if the boudier has the car keys. What in the world do you mean? I know I powered it. Don't tell me that. Okay, go straight back. I will have enough space for it. Right? Oh no, it's not straight down because that technically doesn't connect. It is actually the very furthest room I could go to. I might have hurt myself in the walking space here. But that's okay. We are so close to figuring out this clue. Do I have the garage or the gymnasium? I do not, and that's why I am actually going to turn off the gym instead. I would like to see the garage. I don't know if it'll blow the breaker again, but I don't think I want to take that chance. And now we're just going to go back to where we were. The dark room should be lit this time. We've given all of our money to the church. But it's going to be worth it. I promise. As strange as it is, this has been killing me. So, I didn't have the magnifying glass last time to even look at these pictures. But now I can really, like, examine them in serious detail. Like, this one's blurred, but this one is a little less blurred. And I want to see if there's, like, anything important about these ones. Because what I did think is this one. So this is, if I remember, it might be his mother. I don't see her necklace, though. And it very well could be in that drawer. But for now, we are trying to just take a simple peek and analyze every little detail we can. There is a gem there. This is what we were really pained about. 1128. We can try that on the gate. 1128. Yet another print of her ladyship. Ba-da-da-da-da. He said the latest development was too dark to keep an eye on that. You know what? I'm totally going to forget, so we're just going to double check it. And 11:28. So now, next time I fall asleep, we're just going to turn dead outside. Same thing here. I want to know what this says. Green memos found in Hartley's room are always false. I don't even know whose room is what. This is a first to me. And you are Hartley, so I assume at least. Or green memos found in Hartley's room. You know what? We haven't even found a green memo yet. So just keep that in mind. Is that? Have I already seen that picture? Like, there are so many pictures in here that I don't know what I have and what I haven't looked at. So this guy is taking... I assume this is Herbert. took the pictures for some darn reason in the bathroom. And I don't know, is that a speck in the lens or something? Forgive me for like panning around this room so much, but like to me this is the biggest clues I've been like dying to know. I have been practically paralyzed by the gate combo that I assume is 1128 now. But now I don't really get what these pictures are to help me. Oh, tell me none of these. Okay, thank goodness. I was about to say, if those are also pictures, I am screwed! I also haven't been in the rumpus room, and I very much want to see the rumpus room. But I'm, like, pretty screwed on doors. So I think, like, archives is probably actually better. And that's what we're going with. As much as I want the... You know what? We got 3 people in chat. If anyone says a choice here, archives or rumpus room, I'll go with it. What do you guys think? Archives or rumpus room? Archives is probably safer for us. Rumpus room has 8 gold and we can afford it. What are we feeling here? I'm not seeing any takers yet, so I guess I'll go with my heart of hearts. I'm thinking archives. Archives going once, twice, and we're going archives. After all, we got so close here, but we still do have the chance that we're screwed. Because, okay, well, I did want to get here at least again. So, Marigold wins this for second time winning the prestigious. Right, her first book was The Red Prince. I don't know when it's written. Marion Marigold, RLCF, RLCF. I don't want to take notes because, like, to me, in a puzzle game, depends on the game, but slightly cheating. I want to be a little, I want to do it off memory if I can. If I remember correctly, the mailroom, that letter had numbers and it had a few letters on it addressed to me. And I don't remember. I'm thinking it was RLC or SRC or something. It was something like that. Alright, so we are trying to go further. So I'm going to move this a little. Mary Matthew Jones is the person who wrote under Marion Marigold. And the niece of Baron H. Sinclair. Niece of Baron H. Sinclair is the writer of Swinburne. Marion Marigold, which is Mary Matthew Jones. That's my mother. Wait, that just clicked to me. My name is Simon P. Jones. Mary Matthew Jones. Right? Hang on, let me track that in my head. If niece? No. No, it's my sister. Right? If she's the niece. And now so I guess we are the Cinca heirs. I mean, I might be piecing this together poorly, but we'll see. And I was really hoping that that detective was mentioned. Morgul or something? Manning in white. Marion Marigold. And now, who is White? Publisher Philip White. Alright. We do need to find a key card or we're boned. Or a key or something. But that's okay. We've definitely discovered a lot of clues. So that was the locked door. I think what? I have only 2 doors I can access from here? Uh-huh. Forgive me, I'm panning around the room trying to see if I see anything in here. Normally, it's like not anything directly drops, at least to my knowledge. But, at the same token, I am trying to make sure that there's a little something here. After all, if I can't find anything, then I think this might be the end of the run. And then we'll simply try again. But we got one more thing we do want to try. In fact, can we even make it to the front? Because we could do it today. Two things we want to try. One, is that page still here, the paper? No, it's not. So, Ruffington Red Publishing. So now that we know... So, Marion Marigold is Mary Jones. Simon read her book. Wait a minute, what if Denise is? I'm somewhat confused, I'll say that. Definitely somewhat puzzled on... You know what? The one thing that will help me and my puzzled self here is some answers. And one answer we know we have is definitively this way. Also, did we have the chance to store items away? Or did we troll? We didn't have the chance, okay. I doubt there are any things of dirt, but like, if there are, it would be an actual blessing, a miracle. We gotta take the long walk over to here. Even past our campsite. To here. So back of one of these trees should say 11:28. Yeah! Alright! So, we have gotten through the gate. That is one thing that is a upgrade. Apple Orchard has been permanently added to your campsite, and starting tomorrow, you will catch each new day with an extra 20 steps. Massive upgrade for us. Okay, but also, our last step was in the Apple Orchard, so we have to go back. So it's Rustic Villa. I like that. What I noticed today, literally just this stream, did you notice that the type of villa changes depending on what color rooms you have? Because last time I had a, it was like a nature villa or something. Like, garden villa. Garden villa. It was very cute. I actually got some green rooms, which green rooms seem pretty sweet. Day 11. I feel pretty good for being on day 11. I mean, day 2, we knew nothing. And now room directory. So that's the blue rooms. And now we actually just saw the aquarium today, which was really cool. So purple rooms are bedrooms, and we Maybe Hartley's room, like Hartley's bedroom, is named. And now, I think West Wing, if I can somehow connect it to the pool, I think that's what the note relates to in that room. But for now, we are going to go check out the gardens, the apple orchard over there. Wait, one? I see! Each part of the private drive and all that took a step. So this, I've actually burned 2 steps. I'm going to burn a 3rd walking into the apple orchard. Do I have to unlock it every day? It's going to be kind of sad if I do. Sick. But I say I mildly anticipate something here. I mean, it would be cool if I could grab apples. Gardner's Logbook, April 10th of 1992. 1992, so before I've read the book. When I first came on the estate in the capacity of the new groundskeeper, I was a little dismayed to find that my predecessor had kept no notes, no logbook, and no records of any kind regarding the various gardens and greenhouses of the rooms under his care. As a result of this improvidence, in the first few months of my post, I suffered a number of embarrassing professional blunders that I believe could have been avoided with even a few scraps of imparting wisdom from the previous groundsman. To that end, I will make an effort to make some record of my dealings on the estate, in as much as it pertains to horticulture and general tomfoolery. And that's written by Robert Nogula. That's a new name to us. Robert Nogula was the groundskeeper. So, among my many commissioned duties, I've been tasked with the conservation and oversight of Mount Holly's alluring grounds, my domain expansion. Mount Holly's alluring grounds. My domain stretches from gate to gate and encompasses the apple orchard, the entrance drive, and the east yard. I actually haven't gotten into the east yard yet. Fortunately for my workload, the maintenance of the west grounds has not been a priority since Lady Epson's death. So, I assume Lady Epson. I'm really, really, really gonna hope is, like... I mean, it's gonna sound bad, but is that Herbert's wife? Because I'm a little worried that, you know... I don't know royalty, so I don't know if they're calling the niece by a different name, but I'm really hoping my character's mom or sister, whoever Mary Jones is still among the living. Nevertheless, I take some pride in my work, so I still endeavor to brush the west path weekly, even if none but myself take notice. In addition to maintaining the grounds, there are 8 green rooms within the house that require some level of upkeep and light groundskeeping. The majority of these I discovered are only draftable on the perimeter of the house along the east and west wings. The terrace, patio, veranda, morning room, greenhouse, and secret garden all fall within this category. And I'm gonna say that's 3 rooms I've never seen. Namely, the veranda, the morning room, and the secret garden. The soil survey. One of the first tasks I undertook as groundskeeper was to conduct a survey of the various plots of soil underneath each slot on both the east and west wings of the house, and while I would have preferred a full survey of all 45 plots of the house, it was clear that the inconvenience such an undertaking would produce was in no way worth the extra data, especially considering the rooms that would benefit from this survey only ever appear in the wings. To quantify soil quantity or quality, I measured the soil's capacity to support crop growth and maximize the promise of high yields. The survey ended up taking 2 weeks due to some difficulty reaching the higher ranks, but the project was well worth the effort. As suspected, the room position has a direct relationship to the amount of fruit spread from gardens and the amount of flowers that can bloom in a greenhouse. So, me just kind of like putting rooms in certain places isn't good. Rinna. Scheisse. So I actually I figured out this clue, the cloister. I don't even know how to get into the inner little area there, but that inner area not only leads to that statue that is depicted, but two plots of dirt that can be dug in. Also, what in the world does Anne Babbitt do at this estate? Like, I got no clue. Not even a little. Alright, a few years ago, the Baron made the long overdue decision to switch from gas lighting to electrical power. Installation of the new system was a substantial undertaking as almost every room in the house had to be equipped with new features and wiring. Thankfully, the renovations did not extend past the interior, and all the lamps and equipment used outside are still connected and powered by gasoline, including but not limited to the orchard smudge pots. Smudge pots are a critical necessity due to the altitude. These gas-burning stack heaters prevent frost and should be kept on during the winter months to ensure the daily yield of apples. When it's not in use, it should be turned off. Alright, so it seems like I gotta turn it off. And like, that's definitely a bottle cap for capping something, but I also thought it for a second might be able to operate as a switch. So, he wrote that in 92. Anything else of note? Not that I've noticed it yet. But hey, you know what this doesn't have on it? Oh. Alright. Alright. Uh-huh. So that powered off the smudge heaters here. Personally, I'm still like, these are definitely all powered off, so like... Also, what in the world is a sundial for? So, sun's coming from that direction at least, I can tell that. And now, let's just walk around and look for pipes, I guess. Or like, look for those stacks. Nothing back here further, right? Yep. Oh, I'm going, brother. I'm trying. If you're just tuning in, I'm currently on day 11. I actually finally got into the apple orchard. I was dying to get in there. Is this? It better not be another area, or I'm going to be a little confused on how do I even open that. But what I just did is, there are these gas plumes around this estate. I'm going to ignore that because as much as I wish I knew how in the world to get in there, I don't. But I managed to have one of, I thought, these fires lit. That fire lit. I got that fire lit, and as a result, I don't know. I don't know what it does for me. All I know is I've got to turn off more of those valves. Uno segundo. Do 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 do. Ah ba ba da bow. Ba ba da da da. Definitely time that one out. I honestly read that message and don't even know if that's a bot or not, but hey, sometimes you gotta time out your boys. Sometimes you post some that I just can't even fathom. So, what in the world is locking this for me? Or is it just one random day I'm gonna have to like open it up and it'll work? Because it says he cuts it once a week. But like, no one is here but me. Right? The tunnel is blocked. And where in the world is the gas pump for this? Technically, inside and outside is connected. So maybe it's inside. And that's what I'm gonna... Wait, no! It's outside for sure. It is gotta be. I'm even willing to risk a few more steps and actually backtrack. Just to figure that out, because I was certain it was back here. Like, we'll go to the apple orchard. We've burned 8 steps, but hey, it's worth it. I mean, you know, sometimes you gotta crack a few eggs, break a few ankles. And yeah, so back here is the apple orchard. Very cute. To get in, the code was 1128. And I turned the valve here to turn those things off. But now, these are the only ones I darn well knew where they were. And this says the smudge pots. All the lamps and equipment used outside of the house are still connected and powered by gas. Because, like, that'll power that off and turn these to my side back on, right? Yep. So turn that off. Get that flame back. And really now I'm just confused. And also I'm a little sad I can't get the apples. Further, I'm just gonna tag the gate, see if it shakes. So that's not an openable gate. You know, granted though, I say that and I also have like my heart of hearts believes that's a real door. Also, since power cables literally sneak behind this, I assume gasoline is powering that as well. Otherwise, where's the electric like, I guess maybe it's just coming from, like, somewhere far, far away. Also, maybe I'm just gonna peek over here and see if I can see those smudge stack things. Maybe it's on this side and I just have to get lucky one of those days. Trying to see a little stack in the distance of all things. So, we're gonna actually play around with the house now. And by this point, we're relatively comfy with certain rooms we want to go into versus, like, other rooms we don't really want to open. Like, as an example, we want to go as far as we can while still being able to open, like, certain special rooms. Granted, if we just keep getting rooms like this, we're going nothing but forward. Which is not always bad, but can be a little troublesome. Especially if you've got some situation like this where I'm gonna have to go left. And what I really want is a garage. Because I want to get in that car, baby. Let me get in that car. Or at least find the keys. I'm pretty sure the keys are in one of the bedrooms. Security is great, but also observatory helps a lot. I wish I knew how many times I've drafted this. If I knew 4 gave me a key, I would go for it, but since I don't, I'm going for that. Because this will show you, like, different items. I'll be able to see what items are in what room. Like, for example, you can see the book on the table. That is certainly the room that lady was in the picture. Alright, utility closet. What? I won't even ask, guys. We're going here. I haven't seen this room. I have absolutely no clue what it is all about. And it does not reset. So now, let's see. That is code door, so we're just gonna burn the key here. We can always go back, go to the beginning rooms. Workshop is cool to me. I think that's where we are going. Yeah, that's where we're going. Especially because I don't know what items I can encounter in here. I did encounter an item last time in here. I think it was over on this desk. And that is the broken lever. That I found use for in the... It's a green room. I just don't know which. Is this saw not actually an item? Alright, you're gonna break my brain with that, but hey, it happens. Also, this is the workshop for, like, this is the same room the clock was made in. This is where I found page 8. So, there are, like, multiple pages of this song. And I think you have to read notes from the bold words put into these. Because, like, you see how there are a couple blanks, like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, I think, from the lines. I'm starting to wonder if that's not, like, the bolded words have to go somewhere in these different notes. As you see me find more notes, you'll definitely get what I'm understanding. Also, as you see, this is another hint to the parlor game. A true box does not always contain the prize. And that's locked, which means I now have to go back the way I came. However, oh, I pray. So... in what world do I flip the lever, Krong? How? How do I flip lever, Krong? Because I know darn well I want to get all up in there. I want to get all up in the elevator's guts. You know what I'm saying? But I just actually have no idea how to get that down. But since we don't know how to get that down, and we have now acquired a permanent addition and the foundation in the middle of the map, I think that's a really good place for it. So now we have to go back. We're going to go back through here to all the way to the entrance. Because now we need supplies. And as you see, we're going to open the front door. Yo! Alright. I didn't even choose because I accidentally hit A. But I was going to say, should I hit A? Because there is the chance whenever you come into this room that a package is delivered the next day you come in. And now, if you see that tiny writing, I had the magnifying glass last time. This says, did they ever prove that, I think it's, what is it, Danny something stole the Baron's mail? Now, Herbert made Cinca Co. I'm slowly breaking down the lore of this game. Herbert made the company Cinca Co. So, if you're big into business, he made a camera company. First camera company from what it looks like. And as a result, this family I'm in is mega rich. Mega rich. The niece, which she is a popular book writer, unfortunately has gone missing. Now, that popular writer is one, the writer of at least my character's favorite book, but also has my character's last name. And we're related. So it's either my mother or sister. I'm not sure. The reason why I'm not sure is because I think I'm also Herbert's nephew. And if she's her niece, if she's his niece and I'm the nephew, then shouldn't we be siblings? But also, I don't know. Even further, where is this package? Unless the package was that very, very helpful keycard I just got. Which, let me tell you, that's gonna be a massive hand. Absolutely massive one. Where in the world is my package delivery, though? Hey, boys? I'm blind. Customer's copy. I got an amateur lockpick kit, gems, and 2 keys by K. Thompson. K. Thompson from 445 West Barbaron Avenue. The customer's order number is 5254. It's literally written twice. No claims for shortages will be allowed unless this packing slip is returned to us with details within 8 business days. And I assume this lockpick kit is an item. That's huge. So now I definitively got the supplies I wanted. And we still kind of, like, should go in these rooms. Drawing room is very, very easily the room we're going to pick for 2 reasons. One, to get access to these rooms, we do need to get a door for them. And 2, we can just redraw the plan, so we can retry. Also, I haven't figured out any of the clues from this room, because, like, surely, him being drawn here, surely something about the drawing and this room matters. I can't tell why, but I hope. That is the hope. And so, commissary is fine there, but pantry is also good. And actually, since I don't have any money, we're gonna buy the pantry because I don't want to use all my gems. Let's open this door too. This is more of a reroll. This is looking like a reroll. I mean, I could open the parlor, but I think we're gonna reroll and go for the gymnasium. Because now we're gonna just walk in here, pick up that money, pick up the orange, open this store. We still got the chapel. We'll pick the chapel. And now we are going to go into this and walk this way, because I want to actually peek. Those are the running shoes. That is an item in there. I really, actually, do want it as well. Ooh, parlor here is very, very good. So what we're going to do is, well, there's 2 extra for walking in here, but it was worth walking in here, because this will occasionally allow us to save some movement speed. Doug, I wish I could pick up a basketball. I just have the sinking feeling that if I make a shot, maybe something happens. Parlor room. We're used to this one, right, boys? You understand the parlor game well by this point. Every box is black. Every box contains gems. The statement on one of the other 2 boxes would be true if you replace the word every with the word this. This box contains gems, or this box is black. Ha! Okay. So this is lying, which means this doesn't necessarily... this could be true or lying. One of these has to be true. Since every... Wait, actually, if this is not true... Oh, this is... White should be successful no matter what. And you can hear my methodology behind it. Every box is black. The statement on one of the other 2 boxes would be true if you replace the word every with the word this. If you replace the word every with the word this isn't true. This is the guaranteed lying box. Only one box is guaranteed to be lying, which means one box out of the 2 is guaranteed to be true. Because one of these 2 boxes is guaranteed to be true, either every box contains gems, or the statement on this box would be true if you swapped every to this, meaning this box contains gems. However, final point, this rule outright says only one box is a prize within, the other 2 are always empty. That's the rules of the game. I don't really mess with the rules of the game, so if this is wrong, they're gonna troll me. And now, oh, scheisse, I want the boudoir. I really do. So, the reason why is because the last time I found the keys in it. But we're going to take the hallway to get access to this room. No, this room effectively has no doorways. You know what, boys? We could go to the guest bedroom and get a lot of steps back. I've found items in the guest bedroom before. Or we could go into the rumpus room. I've never been into the rumpus room. How are you feeling? You trying to go rumpus room? You trying to go to the guest bedroom? Going once, going twice. I'm gonna go safety. I'm going guest bedroom. Alright, guest bedroom it is. Now, I'm really hoping, like, the keys are in here. There's a gem, so that's at least nice. And this was a hint to the... Like, this was the initial hint for, I think, the billiard game. Because it's talking about it being a mathematical puzzle, and you actually have to do division on the dartboard. Okay. And like sometimes I see colors, like you see those strips on the side of the bed. Stuff like that in a puzzle game honestly always rings out to me. Oh, I'm seeing your message now. Well, don't worry. Next time, you know what? Next time the Rumpus Room is an option, we won't even blink. We're going to go there. It's just what we're going to do. And now, we have gone to all the rooms over here. So, we are actually going to go all the way back. We have gained everything we needed. We have got keys, we've got gems, we've got gold, but, like, that's not a lot. But, we are going to explore first. I think since this is closer, we're going to go to the bedroom. We're going to just see if we can pick off this door. I'd go the boudoir if... I mean... Alright, boys. Guaranteed key, gem, gold. Or the boudoir. I found the keys in there before. We don't have the garage yet, even. But if we find it, it would be good. You know what? Heart of hearts, Bo. We haven't gotten that car. We're begging for the keys. Begging for keys. We found money. We're heartbroken because we still haven't checked the safe out. And, like, we haven't pulled the library, which that was where the magnifying glass was last time, as you see. I mean, what I'm going to try is boop, 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 boop. Clear. And now, wait, actually, just to make sure, because, like, really, what I'm seeing from that picture is, like, the bottom of this just looks so lit. Alright, nope. Figured I'd take a guess or two, but now, I'm going to walk out the room. Make sure none of these flats are wearable. And now, back in here. Oh, we almost missed that item. The ivory dye is actually quite helpful. And now, let's see. So this is her room. So this is normal bedroom, and it's Mary's room, it's seemingly. I mean, that's my guess anyway. Now, go over here. Okay, so... we can open this now with this. That gives us access to the courtyard, and this gives us access to the nursery. But I honestly don't... I'm not messing with either of these. This is what I'm talking about. This is why I did it. So, aquarium. This is where we're going to go. Use the lockpick kit. We failed that, so we'll burn a key. Dark room, for sure. Now, I just want to make sure. Can I even, like... yeah, we can't even see the shit in here. Not without light. So... do I have a shovel? No. You'd be able to tell if I had the shovel, because there's so many patches of dirt here that would be actually pretty nice to hit. That's the other door I need to go into, but first, utility room. Open. So now, Dark room on, garage on, gym off. After all, we know where the gym is and we're not really going back, so... 27, 26, opening this door. Okay. West Wing Hall is like goated right here, but observatory is really useful. But I think that's what we want because this gives us 2 doors. 2 doors is very, very helpful. That opened. Cool. I'm so torn. So torn. Very torn. So torn. Boys, kitchen or nursery? Kitchen allows us to buy food. Nursery, every time we're drafting a bedroom, which is a purple room, we will get 5 movement, no matter where we're drafting it. You need some grub. My boy is hungry. Now, I'm going to go kitchen because we really want to save dining room. If we save dining room for another 2 steps north, we can finally use it. They'll serve us a meal. Which one? Yeah, we had to wait this long to get served a freaking meal. Think about it. We're the nephew of the rich man here. How are we waiting this long? We finally see a veranda. That's pretty dope, but that's like both of our gems, man. Are we burning gems? We burn gems and we guarantee we're getting to room 8 if we can open the damn door. Whereas if we don't burn the gems, we could go into the storeroom and suddenly bang, we get like one of everything. One of everything, maybe we find some like item in there. I think I'm gonna go with my gut here. Storeroom. As much as I would like to spend those gems, I haven't seen the veranda myself, and currently I've been like burning uses for things out of just wanting to see the room at least, just to like get further. At least if I have a clue, I can get more mental progress. You know what I'm saying? Like, have you ever been in a puzzle game and you're like, I have absolutely no clue what I'm doing? And then suddenly, like, you see, I don't know, the dumbest thing in the world, and it clicks. That's what I'm talking about. I need that right now. So now, I can actually buy this food right now. So I can buy a banana, a club sandwich, or bacon and eggs. But dinner is glazed salmon. Plus an additional 10 if I have an aquarium, and I do. So now, open the door. I don't care if it's locked. I don't care if I can't pick it. Dining room would be at 7, so we are going to the commissary. So, day 20 and 21, there's going to be a sale here. I'm a little curious. Also, this was the game that my dad was talking about, Dirigiblocks. But, like, I can't play it, and I have coins. Wait. Oh, I like that you can also see, how many times I draft the room. Certain rooms of mine are faves. As you see, the terminal password is something that starts with an S. Wait. Grandfather clock without neck? Or I don't know, time without a tie is M? I honestly haven't noticed this clue until dead on now. Let's take a look. Oh man, the metal detector is super freaking useful. Everything else here I don't think is worth purchasing, but oh my do I wish. Guys, you know pretty darn well what we're taking here, right? This is the best usage of this I can have. So now, we're really hoping... Yes, that's something we're okay with. We're okay with these doors because with this we're easily unlocking. Gonna unlock the archives over here. So we can't draft it here. Lavatory. I haven't seen a lavatory in quite a long time. And now, boys, we're praying. This is where we want the dining room to be. It would be perfect. Unlock. Don't even look. What do we see? Oh, God. All right, I haven't seen a maid's chamber. I haven't seen that. Oh. Staff notice. The day we all dreaded has finally arrived. It is with unprecedented sadness that we inform you of the death of our benefactor, employer and master, the Baron of Mount Holly, Herbert S. Sinclair. Any staff who have interest in attending services may contact Mrs. Babbage for details. In following the instructions left by the Baron himself, effective immediately, all work at Mount Holly is suspended. All live-in staff will have 1 month paid leave and must vacate the premises by Friday, November 6th. Mrs. Babbage. I assume that is the same day I've arrived, which means I have 1 month to figure it out. And I believe this is a picture of everybody, including that seems to be the niece herself, Mary Jones. Now, that butler dude held that poster that said Hartley's green memos are always false. Also, it seems Cinca made a little more than... Wait. That's Mila. M-I-L-A. Mila. Alright, I haven't found anything like that. Also, I did not mean to use that. But dining room! Soup's on, boys! I'm at least considering it a mini achievement for myself to finally get a dinner. Let's get some grub. The lemon salmon itself. It's charbroiled Cajun spice salmon with a lemon butter sauce served over spinach leaf. I would actually eat this. I'm a really picky eater, but like this sounds delicious. Especially Cajun spice, that sounds freaking delectable. I don't think I could do the head or the tail, but like cut those off, we could have some darn good dinner here. Holy crap, I just gained 30 steps. That is actually massive for me. So, downside is... yeah, I kind of figured this might go this way. That is an exceptionally useful room to pull right now, actually, though. And I will go back to show why in a second. But first, like... one, I just didn't notice this room at all. Trying to see if any of these are items. Because this is definitely the servant's room, and I even would go so far as to say I think Miss Babbitt is a servant. Like she is, I think, the head female servant in... hang on. Picture... she is the maid. She's old Biddy maid in front, not the one in back. I don't know who the one in back was. I think the one in the farthest to the right is the groundskeeper. Or at least, I mean, that's what, to me, a groundskeeper looks like. Like when they're not gardening, he looks like that. We do have a room to the archives we could go to. I mean, so what we're going to do, one... just notice the maid outfit. Wish I could take it. But yeah, we're going to go in the library for a couple reasons. One, so we've already checked Swimbird. The Fixed Stars is in another book. But I've got 3 books here. Actually, honestly, the 4 books remaining are all interesting. So I think what I want to do is I want to shoot one of them out. And it's going to be this one. So we have 3 books. We have the EPCW Pump System User Manual. We have the History of Orindia, Caleb Manning. Caleb Manning is the other author, the friend of Mary Jones, that was also arrested. And the Sightseer's Guide to Reddington, I think, will go into that postcard. Let me know if you guys have any particular ties. I think we are going to do the last few things we can here in day... What are we on? Day 11? Oh, we're still on day 11. We've only moved 3 days, but we have made ample progress in 2 hours and 3 days. I think we are going to go with Caleb Manning. I'm very curious what he wrote. As you can see, it does, when we write it, we are Simon P. Jones, which means the Simon who wrote their name differently is more than likely our father, Simon. Because you'll notice whenever we check that book out, Simon isn't... How to say it? Well, one, I must show you... This is the antechamber. This is a room that my goal is to get into. I do know how to open one of the doors. I don't know how to open the rest. And at least for this run, we're botched. We can't open it. But the foundation, I'm so very curious as to see what that will do. Let's make sure... We signed it, yep. Because next time we draft the library, we will have that book in there. Now we're going to go down the archives. We're not fully done with the map yet, so we still have some ideas to toy around. And you know what? The archives is where we learned about Caleb Manning. As you see, it was... the arrest was November 17th, and then very, very recently after, Mary Matthew Jones ends up not being able to be found. Ooh! Hey, do you see that? Orinda Aries. I didn't know that. So, Orinda is a name of a royal, it seems. Now, I would love to pull either of these. We are unfortunately boned on that. This will be our final room we get to draw. It is going to be the bunk room. Now, we unfortunately didn't pull the, Oh, wait! No, we're still good! Hang on, we have the workshop! We never went back! Granted, I think, we needed a key. So, I think we might get bound. But, like, we have a chance! We always take the chance! Boys, we gotta luck sack this door. Unfortunate, huh? Now, I guess technically, if we found a key... Hang on. I forgot, so... Forgive me, I'm, limit testing, I suppose. Wait. So what's happening here? I haven't really figured out any methods I could upgrade that yet. Any of these items, really. Alright. Well, unfortunately, that is a bust. We're gonna take another peek, make sure we're not missing any rooms again. And then we're gonna look in the bunk room. I know it might seem like we're toast, but you never know when you can find an item that just may save the whole run. I will say, I look at this hamster, I'm admittedly impressed with him. I kind of wish, like, one thing I've noticed is I haven't been able to open any chest, any drawer type of thing. Another thing I noticed is the heater laying on that wall right there. Yo, buddy, you good? Am I not being so loud? What is this guy doing here? Is he just big chilling or? Okay, well, I'm tired of staring at him. Anything? I'm trying to see, like, in the little crevices, maybe there's something I've missed all this time. I mean, what I'd really kind of want is, like, to check. Well, that's definitely one I'd want to read. And that's the Trinsdale mystery. Literally, you know, the bombing that happened that killed 4 people. But no, I guess all we're gonna find in here are bananas. I will say though, man, these kids had a sick setup. Imagine chilling here playing on this thing. That'd be pretty sweet. Alright, so far, let's see. I think we've checked everything we can. I think we are toast. So, we are going to call it a day. And now, we're just going to... the Scarlet Inn. That's kind of cool. Well, that's seriously cool. And we found 2 new rooms in the maid's chamber and the Foundation. Foundation damn well blew my mind. So now, we're going to save, we're going to continue. We might not actually continue. Our stream so far has lasted 2 hours, 15 minutes. I usually stop at 9 on a Wednesday. We're going to debate, because unfortunately this weekend I will not be doing a Friday stream because I'm actually going on a small vacation. I will be gone over the weekend, but do not worry, for I will keep you at least mildly entertained. I will be posting a few clips and videos on YouTube over the weekend. So if you are missing content, if you want to watch a little bit, if you just want to hear my voice a teensy tiny bit, by all means, please go over to youtube.com/@singlesandwich. I know, you'd think a single sandwich. Well, turns out I don't have an A in that one. It dawned on me a couple days ago. Or if you ever see me live on twitch.tv/asinglesandwich, make sure you hit little bell. That way you can get a notification when you follow, as well as, please, check the Twitter. That way you can also get a notification there. So now, we checked that. What? I can't really decide. Y'all trying to play anything? I'm torn. I think, you know what? We shall, I think, end. Oh, I want to end, but I'm also like, I enjoy the game so much, and I know I'm not going to be able to play for another few days, so I really kind of want to continue. You know what? We're going to go on one more day. Let's see. After all, we got 70, we got permanent additions, and we got the foundation. I'm a little too excited. We are going to do one more day, and then we are going to stop. So, let us journey on. Now, we've learned a few things over our time. We learned that, one, it is something to consider that only the borders will have certain green rooms. So we're going to have to be real careful on how we draft if we want certain green rooms, especially the rooms we haven't discovered. Okay, I wanted that coat check the other day, but for now, since we're still picking some stuff up, well, let's go with the Nook, because this gives us a key. And seems like that's it this time, but that's okay. We're going to continue further. Corridor, bang, corridor. We're going to keep going, even further, even faster. Is this a real hat? No. Chapel Rome, baby. We're gonna go to the chapel. We're chapel roaming out here. Oh, man, dude. I'm going to the garage. I'm not even gonna debate it. I so badly want to find the keys to the car. You know what we didn't check, boys? We did not check if today is the day that the groundskeeper did cut the grass. It's a big-ass oil splotch. Hello? Was that here? Like last time I walked in here? Trying to make sure like none of these things that would look like an item or an actual thing are. Swan Song. That's like definitively SWN Swin Sing Swan Song for sure. Okay, so I think we have collected just about everything in here. A little jealous of that tool cabinet, I'm not gonna lie. Nice tool cabinet. Hallway. Spare room. Please, this is actually where we'd be cool drawing that utility closet. I was about to say, if it turned it the other way, I would go the other place. But we're actually just going to go into the guest bedroom. Grab that gem. Now, there's not something there. Every now and again, we find the, like, key card somewhere in here. But a lot of things just have a random chance to be anywhere. So now, we're going to keep going. The Great Hall. So, like, this is a cool room to me. Because I have only been in it one time. In fact, I'm not even sure if I did open it that one time. So, one, as you could tell, You see? This is going to be an interesting room to get into. And now, we're actually going to backstep even. So first, back here, all the way to the beginning. We're going to quickly go through those rooms. Hope that honestly, what I really want to draft right now is the security room. Security room allows you to see items from the security room in other rooms. So let's say I see another room on the map. It more than likely has an item. It's just simple as that. Huh. Now, I can go pantry, parlor, or commissary. Commissary uses a gem. I really don't want to use a gem. I think pantry. Pantry will give us food, and since we can't go this way physically, because there is no real door, I'm just going to turn right back around. Provided nothing in here, which I honestly did not find any clues in here at all. We are going to go in here, and we're going to go into the bedroom, because one, that is terrible to draw a blocked off room right about now. And also, I just want to test that door out there. Because, like, the groundskeeper says you got it, but also, it's a month that they have to be away. But then again, what if he's doing it on the weekends and, like, it's a pre-planned thing? I don't know. But we checked out what we needed to check out. We're going to go back in here, gain our little 2 steps. Sometimes there is a chest in here. I haven't seen it in a long time, though. I'm getting very unlucky on that one. And this is like that Greetings from Reddington card I was talking about. I'm a little curious. I don't know really how to get any more clues with that. Ooh, drawing room is very good there. I think drawing room is definitely what we want. Yeah, I think it is. Get to re-roll the rooms we draw, so that's very good. I don't see any items innately. That is just a card explaining the concept of drawing rooms. Alright, patio would have been juicy wheat juice here, but that's a sad time. Coat check, though. Coat check we like. Do we have items? We don't, but that's fine because we like the coat check. We also like the laboratory. Holy crap. Sadly, we can't get it because it still costs a gem. We physically have to tick library. Library gets us a clue. Okay. The History of Orinda, and the book was reviewed and cleared for publication by the Fen Airy Central Board of Education. It has been edited to conform to our department standards, including the omission of sections deemed inaccurate or unsuitable for public dissemination. And we know it was unsuitable for public dissemination because Caleb Manning got friggin' arrested. Like, that's not good. That's not good. So, we can also see that the person who read this read it in '84 under the name Mary Jones. That is Marion, oh, what is it? How does she go? Marion something. Marion Marigold. That is her real name instead of her writer name. You can also see Herbert S. Sinclair read this in '81, so he is knowledgeable about the history, as well as Detective Bon Margle. I still don't know more about this Bon Margle, but that, I believe, is today's date, November 18th. It is. Today is November 18th. I checked out the book, and you can tell because the day started on November 6th. November 6th is when my uncle has died. The book was written in '79. Something, the name used to designate the realms of the East Waters. And now I know something, Children of Blackwater. or the people who bombed, what you call it. Many historians mark the beginning of the First Era, often denoted as Ayera, by the ascension of the first king blank, whose name, Oris, would later grace the burgeoning township in which he was crowned. Oris was known before his coronation as a prominent merchant lord of considerable means and affluence who sway history's always forthcoming, blah blah blah. Nevertheless, we can deduce from these ledgers that Oris had but one aim: expansion. The territory spread forth from the heart of Oris, and by the end of the first century, the something 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 something, a new kingdom was born. It was the fourth king, Blank, who split this vast domain in 3 equal shares, 3 realms for his 3 kids. To the eldest he granted the fields and the mountains of his grandfather, the middle province, and heartspring of the kingdom. The eldest accepted the gift, something. To the youngest he bestowed upon him the realm of Arch Ares, the land of the northern storms. A wild and untamed expanse which at the time was not as developed, but a good deal more vast than his eldest brother's lot. And to his middle child, his only daughter, he gifted her the southern region of Araha, a land steeped in tradition. So that middle one has had its symbol blocked off the map. But that top one, I've seen the symbol. It's the same symbol as the sundial. And the bottom one is an hourglass. Each of these distinct regions, ruled by their respective sibling monarchs, had blossomed, cultivating bountiful resources of the lands and developing a unique character that set them each apart. And they maintained friendly relationships, so... Looks like the Fourth Era was peaceful, and there is a letter. We're gonna read the book. As the kingdom blank entered the Fourth Era, a different kind of ruler took the reins of power. King Desolates III was a something king who was often seen drinking, a sight that shocked not only the gentry and the court, but the masses as well. Redguard. Okay. Baron Sinclair, thank you so much for your cooperation with with our department and this investigation. We know our presence is never convenient, especially for someone of your social status, and it means all the more that you're not only tolerant, but you're willing to aid our efforts in getting this business done as quickly as possible. We're returning with this letter, the book you lent us. Though I must confess, it was not as much help as I had hoped. I had heard your library of rare and restricted books was quite extensive, and I was told by a reliable source that if a first edition and uncensored copy of the History of Arindia could be found, it would likely be found within the Baron's own collection. But perhaps I was misinformed. Still, part of me thinks that he might have given me a censored copy as a jest, a taste, if you will, for the bureaucrat of their own medicine. And if that's the case, then I say, well done, fair play. And perhaps on my next visit we'll have a laugh about this after you give me the actual manuscript. Until then, Detective Bon Margle, Redguard. I don't know what the Redguard is. But Desolates has been renowned as the king of blank. No one, when he made the decision to move blank, leaving castle and court behind, the people are overjoyed by this choice, and were those that viewed the king's conduct to be unbecoming of his blood. These blank voices planted the seed of, I don't know, rebellion, which took root in something grand city of Fen. Era of Ruin. After the fourth king, after the passing of King Desolates III, the Fourth Era had come to an abrupt end. Thankfully, the king died something on the very next day, 6th of October. Prince Learson of Fen declared himself the true monarch. Ha ha! Nice. This declaration was bolstered by a, I don't know, something number of supporters due to the fact that Desolates IV shared little of his virtues. As the prospect of civil war seemed inevitable, the realm's regiments were hastily recalled from the frontiers to stamp out and put an end to the Fensurrection. However, instead of restoring order, what ensued was a savage and merciless campaign against their own people. The Guardians of Fen, once a center of splendor, was transformed into a battlefield, stained with red and blood. So the pacification did not go unnoticed by the neighbors, and as sympathy surged, among the people who helped was the general of the Northern Regiment, who, sickened by the barbaric actions of the other battalions, joined forces with Prince Learson to form a powerful army. Together, they leveraged political influence and favors to persuade the nearby realms of Arch Ares and Nuance to join the cause. Wait. Nuance was not a word used, and it is bolded, so it's definitely one of the countries. However, even with the tide turning in their favor, victory did not come easy. The War of the Fifth Era lasted 22 years and saw buried 1 in every 3 men. Prince Learson himself added another number to the casualties. However, even in death, he had won. Oris had fallen, and with it the realm. The black flags that had flown for 5 eras were burned, and in their place red banners were hoisted in honor of the fallen of Fen. The few remaining members of the former royal family fled in fear of their lives to the south, forever exiled. Today, the realms inherited by the 3, Fen Ares, Arch Ares, and Araha, once again stand as allies. Though the distance between our people has grown, our connection remains blah. For this, despite everything, a land rich in history, a land of myth and wonder, a land that has sprung forth, the greatest empire the world has ever seen, land of our fathers, our mothers, and our children, and all of it is blanked. That is curious and curiouser. I am a little fucked up, actually, about it, because I still don't know who Detective Von Margle is. We have no idea where the niece is. Like, a lot of freaking questions here. Okay. 50 million thousand times we're going to archives. As much as I would go breaker box and go all the way around, no. So keycard ain't in here, which is bummer, or at least it's not immediately visible in here. But that's fine, because we are going to go over here. How to secure... Oh, dude. No! You hear how butthurt that no was? I was big sad not having a gem. I'm big sad to open this here as well. Because now I really will be walking all the way back. Including that means burning all these keys I have in the grand room. But I have never opened like all those doors in there. I've never actually, I think I've only opened like maybe one door, if any. So we are going to go this way. How many steps we got? We got 50. We're gonna burn a gold here. There's a garage. So Lord Almighty, find us some car keys. So we're gonna open all these doors. Okay. News to me. Door 2. I assume this will actually open to the right. Huh! Alright. Cooked us there. It's a little messed up. You better. Cool. Wait, does this count? Yeah, good. About to say, if it does, that's a little also messed up. Let's go in here first, because we actually don't know if we will be able to go anywhere else. Because, fun enough, how do I get in you? I'm sure we'll figure it out. Let's see. We'll go in the archive floor room. Well, that, I guess, is actually kind of required, because now if we pick the wrong room over here, we can't go anywhere. Actually, I think we can. We just need to open this door for sure, because this should just be any other room. This is the only room I can open. This is a really bad room. Like, please, at least randomly have a set of card keys somewhere. Or at least let me wear your cowboy hat. That'd be pretty hype. Alright, boys. I need one of these rooms to be good. Because if not, what we're gonna do is throw one of our items into the coat check and pray. So, which door do we open? Is it door number 1? Door number 2? Or the door number 3? Calling all takers, first one to answer. Alright, let's see. In that case, if I don't have an answer, I'll look. Let's see. Eeny, meeny, miny, moe. Catch a tiger by its toe. If he hollers, let him go. Tigers can't holler. I don't even know. And I like the number 2. Please give me an item if you screw me. That actually is good enough for me. Please, please let the doors be unlocked. Shit! That's not good. Alright, as you see, the West Wing will be closed until further notice because Lady Clara Epson died on June 15th of 1983. But, she's related to the pool in some way. The lever. Oh, did I? Shit, I didn't even check it last day. I should have checked the lavatory. I've still, like, not figured out anything in there. But what we're going to do is we're going to run back, honestly, what do you guys think? Do we put the magnifying glass back so that way we can hold it in case we have, like, some terrible, terrible situation where we really want to get back into, I think it's the boudoir room. You could see both the code for the safe and the safe is in it. Or we could keep the upgrade disc. It's for the laboratory. Or we keep the running shoes. In fact, I wonder, can we only check an item a day? Yeah, we can check one item, I think. Yeah. But we could check, like, if I was on a different run from when I checked it, I could check a different item in. Alright. So, what we are going to do is take a brief walk back here. I don't know if I checked it today, but we shall try anyway. Well, look at... I didn't even notice all these birdies. Just peeking around the front room, see if a chest is in here. And, we are going to try the door again. So that didn't work, that's okay. Because we are a tinge curious. I want to see the tunnel. After all, maybe we can call the lever. Maybe there's a spot for a lever in here. I know what that would look like. Alternatively, we could need to light that. I mean, I can't pick up the torch, so that's a problem myself, but like, I definitely think they would not let me walk all in here for nothing. I would at least like to assume that. Okay, but we are getting sleepy beepy. So, since we have wandered over here, the next step, I'm going to wander over this way. If I can see something on this wall, like towards this door over here, then we got a clue. Because, like, we can't go up this way. But we know this door's here. We don't know how to get in. We've not found a screwdriver at all, so we can't just, like, peel things off here. But you know what? We did talk about that sundial. That sundial, like, mattered. Because if the sundial is, let's say, related to that top kingdom, that's right here. Points that way. Which, don't understand quite anything about yet. If it even means anything. Wait, do I have the chapel? I do. I'm sorry. I'm gonna go check. That's Rinna, actually, in the chapel. And that's the statue of Rinna in the, oh god, I forget what it's called. That little, courtyard thing. These are numbered. 1, 2, 3. Tell me if there's a 4 there, I'm gonna be absolutely magnificent. Oh, there's the 4. 4, 6. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. There should be 8. Alright, but I think those will relate to the pages themselves, which is a good hint to have. So, I think what we are going to do now that we have learned all this, we are going to peek around just a teensy bit more, because I really wanted to check the car, but we won't be able to. And since that door's locked, I think, yes sir, we are going to call it a day, both in-game and on stream here. We will pick back up on, let me count in my head, possibly Monday night, maybe Tuesday. If I have to swap around next week to hit our normal streams, then we can. But thank you all so much for watching. If you guys like the content, please leave a follow. And as always, I shall see you guys next time. Thank you. Peace.